in the lungs. You wanna hit this shit?
Killer, Dipset, Check my stats, man. 78 I got to be the best living, man. You already know. Like Alex Trebek, you're in jeopardy. Yes, sir, we got the recipe. Give you a tech, but nope, not a referee. Like why?
What? You want it to be one way.
Man, I don't want it to be one way. Man, stop.
But it's the other way.
What is this? We are the people who make sure things happen according to plan. We monitor the entire world.
Can't outrun your fate, David.
You've just seen behind a curtain that you weren't even supposed to know existed. This is your plan, and we're determined to keep it that way. You bumped into a woman this morning on the bus.
Were you just staring at my legs?
I was defenseless against the dress.
What does that have to do with anything? Your path through the world is supposed to have been adjusted. You weren't ever supposed to see her again.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yo.
Voice was a little dry. Had to give me a little sip.
It's all good.
Cranberry juice.
Oh, yeah.
I approve. I love cranberry juice, bro. Hey. People be tripping on me when they say I drink cranberry juice. I mean, oh, so you keep drinking sodas. I don't drink sodas. Like, that's why I don't drink sodas. I don't drink no sodas, bro. All I drink is juice. And I drink water all day at work.
See, I replaced my soda with seltzer water. Because I crave that, like that fizz more so than actual soda.
I don't even need it.
I be craving that shit, man.
Now soda's like nasty as hell to me, bro. Like, especially orange sodas. I can't taste it. Like, I can't stand the taste of it. What's going on, man? We talking about sodas and our diets and whatnot. And I ain't even know no diet. But we here doing the retro review for the Adjustment Bureau, starring Matt Damon, Anthony Mackie, a couple other people in here, man. And shout out to Clyde. He put me on this. Like I said, this is not a movie that I would have never probably watched if he wouldn't have suggested this to me. I actually did a live watch party for this. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. But yeah, this was definitely interesting. Being at the point that I went into this like, oh, this is some type of political movie. Because I didn't watch no trailers or anything. I was looking at the poster, looking at Matt Damon holding Emily Blunt hand. I'm like, oh, so this type of action movie. He going to be on that Jason Bourne type shit. The movie started, I'm like, oh, shit, this is a political movie. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, so they going on some Matrix type shit, bro. Like, wait a minute. We in the Matrix? Because he started running through the office and everything, like Neo on the Matrix. I'm like, then you see these type of, like, time traveling officers or whatever start coming after them. I'm like, oh, okay. But then we got into some romantic type shit. And I'm like, where we going? So, yeah.
So what draw me to this movie? Because if you haven't noticed, like, I love sci-fi, I love the paranormal, I love shit that usually people think can't happen, and the fact that, okay, so by the way, I read the book first. The book is called The Adjustment.
Oh, so this is, I didn't even know they had a book to this.
It's based on a book called The Adjustment Team. I read that shit a couple years ago. I think it was published in 1954. It's an old book by some dude named Philip something. I'll check my references later. But,
and these are these gentlemen right here.
Yep, that's it. You got Anthony Mackie, who plays Harry Mitchell, John Slattery, who plays Richardson, Terrence Stamp, who plays Thompson, and I forgot the other guy's name at the last. But overall, I think the premise of the movie was to keep people on track, and it got my mind wondering. I won't get into why. I'll wait until we finish. I'll wait till we get into the review. But it got my mind wondering, and I hope they do a prequel, and I hope they do an Adjustment Bureau too.
Man, it came out 2011, bro. I don't know.
I mean,
and it don't seem like I ain't gonna say I ain't hear about it a lot, because if you're not looking for certain movies, you probably won't hear about it a lot. But on the other end, it's like certain movies that I don't never look for and watch, you hear about them, whether you want to hear about them or not. Especially ones out there, and I ain't never heard about it. Never. I don't know why.
Yeah, and because I think I'm the only black person who's seen this movie, bro. Because everybody I'm like, bro, have you seen the Adjustment Bureau? Like, no, what the hell is that? I'm like,
That's what I'm telling you. And I ain't even gonna front. Like I said, this shit was throwing me all over the place because like I said, I took it as a sci-fi romantic movie, basically.
see, I feel like it's more of a sci-fi thriller versus a sci-fi romantic. I feel like it does have little nuances of romance in it, but I don't feel like it's based off of romance purely. Um, I feel like number one, I think it's actually a team that does this shit for real. I ain't gonna front.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. Okay. Plot-wise, just as he in the brink of winning a sitting seat, politician David Norris, played by Matt Damon, meets a ballerina named Ellis Sillis, played by Emily Blunt. Though David is instantly smitten, mysterious men conspire to keep him away from this beautiful dancer. David learns that he is facing the powerful agents of fate itself, and glimpsing the future laid out for him must either accept a premonition path that does not include Elise, or else defy fate to be with her. And that part right there kind of caught my interest. I ain't gonna even front, bro. Like, it, I ain't gonna say it was boring, but I just, once the sci-fi stuff started slowing down and it kind of got to the low love and romantic shit with them two, that's where I kind of was like, okay, what we going with this, man? Because I thought we were about to get into some See, the Matrix shit started taking over in me when he started getting chased around, and then they started freezing shit. I'm like, wait, what we doing? Because like I said, that's the politician and then jumping into the sci-fi, and I'm in there just like, wait a minute, I'm with it though, I'm with it because I like this type of shit. But, but for me, when they start doing the romantic shit, this is why I don't call it a thriller, because I feel like it wasn't no stakes. I mean, he just running around defying them. Like, they ain't even like, bro, we gonna take your ass out if you don't stop going after her. Like, we told you stop. But he like, man, I'm going to do what I gotta do. I love this girl or whatever. And they just kept running after him, chasing him. I'm like, okay.
See that you don't think that like that's the thrill? The fact that so yeah, they was chasing him, they kept on fucking with him, and he, even though they warned him, like, quit trying to find this chick, he kept on trying. He found her again.
You ever seen Down to Earth?
No.
With Chris Rock and Regina King?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I ain't gonna say it gave me a little bit of vibes of it because of the agents. Because on that movie, you got like these angels who come down to Chris Rock. No pun intended, everything going on with Chris Rock. But I'm just saying, they got these angels that come down to Chris Rock and he dies, but they bring him back to life, but they put him in somebody else's body, but he fall in love with this girl. And it's he got a couple of times, like he got a certain amount of time before he can either keep his body or something like that. But anyway, it kind of gave me glimpses of this movie. And even The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Why that movie?
Because of, I guess, with him aging backwards and him trying to go at not really go at the old girl on Benjamin Button, but it was the whole thing with him running out of time, I guess, with her aging and him aging backwards. But with this one, you got him coming after her, but he supposed to stop because of, I guess, the whole fate thing. Like, they got him on a certain path, but he's trying to redefine that path and go on his own as far as free will. And that's what I will get his movie credit for. I will give you credit for that too, because it makes you have. Maybe I got to give it a second and third viewing. That's what I might have to do, and I might enjoy it a little bit more.
So, like, it's the little shit for me that did it with this movie. Like the fact that, like, for instance, Harry Mitchell, who was played by Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
He, like, so in the beginning, David Norris, who was played by Matt Damon, was like, "Why are you helping me?" And Anthony Mackie was like, "I have my reasons." But if you pay attention, so if there was a conversation that they had, he was like, "So you know that David Norris is both his mom and his dad and his little brother died," and it came down to like he asked Anthony Mackie, he was like, "Was that y'all?" He was like, "Well, your mom wasn't us. That was just chance."
So how do that work? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this then: do they do this with everybody, or do they choose certain people, like Matt Damon's character?
That's another thing. He was like, See, now Matt Damon was like, "Are y'all watching? Like, are they always watching me?" He was like, "We got to monitor the whole world. We don't have time to watch one person." He was like, "But if you go off track, then yeah, we're gonna come for that ass. We're gonna come and we're gonna adjust some shit to get you back on track. That's the only way. But we don't have time to monitor everybody."
You got me thinking Loki.
Yeah,
but this before Loki.
Yeah,
so I gotta get this straight first. Okay.
This is before Loki. But so that's what it is for me. And like the reason why I said I want a prequel is because they kept throwing out old cases. He was like, "Oh, so this like," he said, "Is this like the Thompson case from 40 years ago?" He was like, "No, this is worse than that." Well, who the fuck is Thompson? I want to see that. I want to see that. Oh, no.
Different people that they have tried to intervene with before Matt Damon's character.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to see the old case. I don't think it was Thompson. It was something. But the old dude name was Thompson. I want to see him in his younger years handling that case. And I want to see leading up to Matt Damon's dad and what happened when he was a kid and shit like that. Because I feel like they left a lot of shit, like a lot of stones unturned because they didn't show him at that political party wilding out, pulling his pants down, all that shit. They didn't show that. I want to see all the backstory. And I want to know more about Anthony Mackie. Because Anthony Mackie seems like he knows more than why is he helping him anyway? Like,
that's another thing. Was Anthony Mackie maybe in a situation like Matt Damon's character, and do they do things like that where where you can turn to them or turn into them or be a part of their organization or something like that?
I think as long as you're wearing one of the hats, you can walk through any door and be anywhere in the world. And my thing is, why they so the Anthony Mackie, is he helping Matt Damon because he's the one that like pulled the trigger on his daddy and had his daddy murked, and he feeling bad for Matt Damon?
They don't answer that though.
True, but he kind of like insinuated it when he was like, "I have my reasons."
See, man.
Yeah, like it's kind of like
I'm gonna have to watch it again. See, that's why I got to watch it again. You put me on things because I wasn't looking for all of that, or I wasn't paying enough attention to them parts. Because, like I said, once they get into the whole sci-fi aspect, them freezing people and doing all that, I started looking for more of the action aspect, not more, I guess, the story part. Because that's just my formula of movies, and that's what I like.
Yeah,
I'm just honest opinion. But when you put it down like that, I might have to pay attention to more of what he's talking about in those conversations more. Especially when Anthony Mackie is in the room. I mean, where is it? Like he in the little librarian section and they come in there and start trying to question him, or he's in there thinking about certain situations. That's why I was asking, was he one of the individuals and did he end up turning into one of them or something like that?
That could be one.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm paying attention a little bit now. I'm just saying what.
He also, remember they was on that boat. He was like, they can't, like, there's something about water. They can't, it blocks our ability to like watch people if you like are surrounded by water. But he also said that he was like, "Are y'all angels?" He was like, "We've been called that." That's
what I'm saying. What are they guardian angels or?
Yeah, he was like, "We've been called that." He was like, but he said, "We're just like caseworkers. They live a lot longer than humans."
It's almost like, can we call them guardian angels? Because, I mean, I ain't trying to get biblical or nothing, but God gives you free will. So it's like he wouldn't send angels down here to take away your free will and put you on a certain course if that was the whole case. So I ain't trying to make that. Well, maybe this movie ain't even got that. And that's another thing. They kept mentioning somebody saying, don't they say they answer to somebody else or they got to talk to the other person before?
The commissioner.
Yeah.
But if you pay attention at the end, he was like, he came up there when Thompson, the old dude, was like, he was about to take him out, and then Anthony Mackie came out. He was like, he handed Thompson the old head, and he handed him an envelope. Thompson opened the envelope. He read it. He said, "Oh, I understand." He walked off, and then Matt Damon was like, he said, "Harris, are you the commissioner?" He was like, "No, but you've seen him or her." He said the commissioner yeah.
Wait, man. I'm watching it again. So I'm watching it again. See now, because I'm sitting here like I wasn't even like, hold on. So you got to go look and see who he done had those conversations with and who he done ran into.
Because he said, "You've seen him or her.
Wait a minute.
We said we've all seen the commissioner.
I think I did think about that when I heard that part, because I think I started saying, is Emily Blunt the commissioner? Because you said the whole he and her. I said, is Emily Blunt the commissioner who he been trying to chase after?
Ooh, that would be crazy. But
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that, because I did see that part. I remember that part because that's the person I started thinking about, Emily Blunt, because it's the whole thing with, is he chasing her or is she leading him to her?
Well, see, I think the reason why they kept going, because remember he was like, well, the reason why they keep meeting back up is because they're actually supposed to be together. We weren't supposed to tear them apart. So, yeah, it's like a lot of shit you got to pay attention to.
This is why I went to the Matrix. Say what you want to say. I know this is a romantic sci-fi movie, but it's got some elements of the Matrix in it.
Yeah, it do. Like,
especially with making you thinking about the things you talking about that I should have been put on when I watched it the first time. But like I said, I was waiting for them action sequences when that sci-fi stuff started coming in.
Yeah, and like, see, it's like the lack of action in this movie doesn't really bother me that much, because I feel like the plot makes up for it. To me, personally, for me, because it's like you literally don't know what's gonna happen. Because like all the way up until the end, I'm thinking they're gonna kill this man. Like they're gonna have to, because he done told old girl about the Adjustment Bureau.
Yeah.
She done went and got married. Like it was just a lot of plot twists.
I didn't feel like that. I just feel like he was always safe because of the way they kept letting him kind of get away with things when he was going after and they tell him to stop. And he kind of seemed like he wasn't in no like predicament of being like he was not safe as far as Matt Damon's character, David.
I feel like that. I feel like he knew that they wanted him to be president eventually, so they wasn't gonna like really fuck with him unless he really made it hot and did some crazy shit.
Okay.
Because he back in mind, like, because even in the beginning he was like, well, let's just bullshit him. He was like, bullshit this guy. He'll ask questions till the day he dies. Like he'll never stop giving up. That's when that other case from back in the day came up, and they was like, oh, so this is like that case. He was like,
and that's what you're talking about, the prequel.
Yeah, the prequel. Okay. He was like, in the end, they really just had to reason with him. They couldn't do nothing with him. That's why I was like, this shit need a prequel. Yeah, it's something you gotta watch more than once, bro. It's like to catch on.
I'm definitely gonna check it out more than once. I'm just trying to like make me feel like I'm slow or something. I'm looking at certain things I ain't catch. I'm for real, bro. I don't like jumping in here like that. But like I said, this was the reason why I said I'll let you lead it.
Yeah, I feel you. But overall, I like the movie. I feel like it should be a sequel because I want to know what happened with Matt Damon, or with Matt Damon and Elise. I want to see if that actually worked out. I want to know what the fuck happened in that old case. Why the fuck is Harry helping Matt Damon? And what happened with Thompson back in the day? And why is everybody the way they are? I just be thinking about shit like that when I watch a movie.
Prequel wise, would you try to see them and how they formed or how they came about?
Yeah, because think about it. The old dude was like, matter of fact, speaking of free will, peep this shit. It's crazy you brought that up. He was like, because Matt Damon asked the old dude Thompson, he was like, well, we have free will. He was like, no, you have the illusion of free will. He said, we gave you free will, and you brought us World War I, the Ice Age, World War II, the Dark Ages. So we had to step back in.
Damn, man, see, you about to start. I know this movie came out first, but damn, I'm about to start going to Eternals and shit. Because you done seen Eternals, right?
Yep.
Okay, see, that's what. Oh man,
that's why I'm like, it got to be a prequel. Like that's what made me like it got to be some kind of prequel or something. Because the book, I don't know if anybody out there that's watching this has read the book. The book is kind of spot on with this. That's why I said is like I watched the book. I read the book first. I read it like in high school. And then when they came out with the movie, I was like, "Oh shit!" And then, like the movie is not lacking compared to what the book is about.
Okay, so the whole thing though is still with the whole free will thing though. They
see. He said that they gave us free will, but when they did, they we fucked everything up. We had World War I and fucking the Dark Ages and all that shit. So he was like, we stepped in.
But that's my thing I wanted to get to. Are they choosing individuals or are they choosing everybody?
I feel like they choosing. I feel like everybody has like a plan already, and if you get off plan, you know that's when they step in because he was like, if you like, he said when you gave you free will, this happened, and then we had to step in, and I feel like the only reason why they would step in, like I said, is if they if you deviate from that little plan or whatever.
Yeah.
But with that being said, he said that they don't have the manpower to watch the whole world. So I don't know. It's kind of
that's what I'm saying. Because the next thing I was thinking was, or is it just them? Is this the group, or is it more than them?
Oh no, it's a whole like company. Like if you when you watch the movie, it's like a building they all sit in. It's like a big tall building full of people like them, and they all answer to the dude named the commissioner.
I'm still with the whole thing as far as, like I said, individuals, or are they making sure the whole world straight? Because even with this whole building and everybody they got, we still talking about the world. So are they doing this with everybody, or people who about to become important influences of the world, like Matt Damon was talking about the whole president thing?
I feel like, okay, so in the beginning of the movie, I feel like the reason why they was on Matt Damon so hard is because if you pay attention in the movie in the beginning, the dude told Anthony Mackie, like, when he comes in this park, you're gonna make him spill his coffee at no later than 7:05, and then he's gonna turn around and go home and change his shirt. If he would have turned around and went home and changed his shirt, then he wouldn't have got to the office on time to see his boss with all that sci-fi shit going on with his brain, scanning his brain, and like the movie would have never happened. The reason why they was on him is because he's seen all that shit, and they read his little path, his like life path or whatever. It's like, oh shit, he gonna be president one day. So we can't really
see. That's what I'm saying. Is he more important than the least?
No, I don't think it's that, bro. I think it's just the fact that they was trying to manipulate his boss to make a better business decision, and he wasn't supposed to come to the office to see that shit. The only reason why they was on him was because he's seen it. Now, if Anthony Mackie wouldn't have fell asleep in the park, then he would have spilled his coffee on his shirt and went home.
Yeah, because that's when he got on the bus and they started running after him.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he would have never met that girl.
Okay, so that was the whole plan anyway, was him stopping that progress anyway. Okay.
Yep. Hold on, bro. My battery, bro.
You good, bro. You good.
Switch it out real quick.
I am still, like I said, Elite's character, as far as, was she supposed to be a successful ballerina, or was this her plan altered as far as her getting married? Then she got married to somebody else, as far as Matt Damon actually trying to leave her alone and going along with the whole, well, they're not guardian angels, but they whole plan or they whole course.
See, there was a part in the movie where after they had fucked or whatever, he went out and got coffee, and her ex-boyfriend called her. She said he called her like 4 times or whatever. And she said, that's weird because he never calls me anymore. So I'm like, damn. So I'm thinking, oh, so they're going to try to bring him back in the picture. So it'll be easier for him to leave her at the hospital, and then she'll go marry him and forget all about Matt Damon. Because in the movie, he was like, the adjustment team was like, well, she'll never talk to him again because it's been 3 months without constant contact. That's when she was coming. Yeah.
I thought it would be longer than that, but she can't, because when she started coming after him and questioning him, like, I was sitting there like, because she was asking him like, what, all this time you haven't contacted me and all of that. I was like, 3 months. Like, wait a minute, I think it was years.
Yeah. Okay. The first time it was 3 months. And
okay.
Then the second time it was 3 years because he was on another campaign at that point.
Yeah. I think what it was is the live thing. Me watching it and just being sitting there and just watching it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Me trying to do the live and watch, because I was still trying to make sure everything was adjusted. I'm definitely going to try to give it a second viewing.
Yeah. This time, I think you'll notice everything. And everything will start to make sense this time. Because, I mean, I think it's a good movie, bro. I like shit like this. Like,
I ain't even gonna say it's not a good movie. It's just, like I said, my options and what I look at.
Yeah.
I think that's more what it is. Not saying I don't want a balanced movie. Like I said, I'm a fan of The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Ain't nobody fighting or doing nothing of that. I like that movie. I might even do a live watch party on. Nah, that's too long. Nah,
I'm about to say, yeah, because I ain't seen that shit in a long time. I'd love to do a watch party on that, or you know what I'm saying?
For real?
review
So
that. Yeah.
I do something like that because, like I said, Taraji P. Henson. I ain't watched that in a minute. That'll be a good one.
Yeah. If you want, you trying to do that next week? Because I can watch it over the weekend.
I might do it over the weekend then. I gotta see what's going on. Hold on, let me see what's.
WrestleMania this weekend and the Duke game, UNC game this weekend.
All right, man. Let me stick to Adjustment Bureau. See, I keep saying it like that. I keep saying it like my man out the watch.
Oh yeah, the
Adjustment Bureau. Overall, man, like I said, how you feeling as far as the ending?
It just left me with more questions than answers. That's why I was like, well, what happened next? And what happened to Thompson? And what happened to Anthony Mackie? What was that case they was talking about? Can we get a fucking sequel and a prequel?
Did they keep going after him, even though they let him make his choice as far as
that's what I want to know, because he knows, and now
that's one thing I was asking, was they still on him?
Yeah, because now, well, now Emily knows too. At least knows. So now are they going to make it hot on her?
See, I wasn't thinking about. I was just thinking about Matt Damon, but okay, that's another good question. I got to get a second viewing, bro, just to give me that instance of saying, okay, maybe we need a sequel or a prequel.
Yeah,
I'll probably be on some sequel type shit. I don't know if I would need a prequel. Just going off. I know you curious about old buddy.
Yeah, I want to see them old cases, bro. Them shits is intriguing.
That made me think about that damn Predator. What was the shit? It was Predator 2. Danny Glover, and he found the old gun.
Oh yeah.
I was like, who was old buddy on it? Like, I want to see them, and they actually doing that with Prey. You know, they doing the whole thing. Yeah, they doing the thing where the Predators first came to Earth. Like, they gonna have like some Indians on there and type shit. Like, they gonna ain't no weapons or nothing. They saying this almost like the Revenant vibe. You ever seen the Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting take on it, especially during the Predator.
Oh, that's going. When that come out?
This year. It's supposed to come out this year, and if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be Hulu. Like, if it's theaters and Hulu, it's gonna be coming straight to Hulu.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because you know this Disney. Disney got Alien, Predator, and all that.
Oh, that's gonna be wild.
Yeah, man. As far as the Adjustment Bureau, this is definitely something. I keep saying it, but yeah. This is definitely something that caught my attention as far as just the plot and the way they kept taking it and the way it kept throwing me here and there. Because going into this, like I said, I watched the post. I looked at a post and I was like, we're going to get some Born Identity type stuff. Watching it, I was thinking political. In the middle of it, we got Matrix sci-fi. Halfway through, we got some romantic type story. Then after that, it started going into all type of, is the guardian angels going to kill him? Is they gonna keep watching over? Is he gonna get to stay with the girl? Is he gonna let her go? Is it keep on going on his path and all of that? So yeah, it's a definitely interesting concept that they came up with as far as this story.
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, I didn't even know if it was a book either. So
yeah, the book is called The Adjustment Team.
Okay. I ain't gonna front, like I said, me first watching it, I didn't like it like that. And that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't pay attention to more obvious things that you was paying attention to.
Yeah.
Like I said, giving it a second viewing, I might enjoy it a little bit more. And another thing was doing it off the live. Because like I said, I was trying to pay attention to the live and make sure nothing was messing up or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to try to give it another try.
Yeah, you should, bro. I think this time you'll notice a lot more.
Live watch parties, bro. Twitch looked like it was straight. And I'm going to still break down what I did, but I don't know. I might just throw it on there how it is and just see what YouTube do. Like, I'm serious. I was thinking of just throwing the whole thing on there and just see what they do.
Do you think they'll take it down for copyright infringement?
If they do, then it is what it is. But if they don't, that's where I'll be like, okay, maybe because of the way it looks, and as far as just because certain things it'd be like, well, they can't really hear the movie like that. They can't really. What's the name? But YouTube, I don't know. Twitch is good though. I'm good on Twitch. That's another reason why I like doing it like that as far as Twitch goes.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, overall, if you have not seen The Adjustment Bureau, I think it's something that you definitely should give it a chance, give it a try. If you like sci-fi, it's something different. That's what I will say. It's definitely something different that took me off guard. I was not expecting whatever was going on, especially in the middle and towards the end. I did not know what was going to happen, especially with him or whether he was going to be able to get with Emily Blunt's character at least, or whether he was just going to let everything go and whether she was going to find out about the Guardian Angels and all of that. Like I said, I'm still curious about if they watch the whole world or if they just watch individuals, because I feel like we don't get clear-cut answers on it.
I think this would be a good like sitcom too, like a good Netflix
series.
Yeah.
I don't know sitcom. Well, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You was talking about thriller. This shit got into that sitcom level territory in like certain parts. Like, man, they were like having fun with the angels or whatever. They were like, nah, man, you better chill. Like, nah, I'm still going after her. Like, yeah, for real though. That's why I didn't feel like it wasn't no stakes in hand. Like, I didn't feel like he was in no danger. And then I'm like,
well, I feel like that's because Anthony Mackie made it that way, because I feel like he felt like he owed Matt Damon for like what happened to his family.
Okay. See, that's why I said I gotta watch it again, because I didn't get those type of impacts as far as what happened with even with Matt Damon's family. Man, I'm just sitting here watching it like, what's going on? What we getting to? Because y'all got the political stuff going on. Now we switching over to this. I don't.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it though. As far as the concept, like I said, it was something different. I enjoyed it for what it was, but I'm gonna have to take it out again. It was maybe it was a little too different for me because I'm so stuck on those certain movies.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I need to see Tony Montana jump in or something, or see goddamn beat Meech. So,
yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste.
Appreciate that though, bro. Put me on something different. Like I said, got me feeling a little slow, a little bit. I ain't gonna front.
Nah,
like, see, you gotta expand your mind, brother. Put your mind on different things. Like, I just feel like, man, I don't know if this shit gonna happen though. Now you got me thinking that some niggas got me on a certain course.
Yeah,
but they like, nah, it wasn't your time back then. Now you got to do this YouTube shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like I really think it's a team out there that's like that.
They'll Papa Doc watching me and shit.
Hey, what if 8 Mile and the Adjustment Bureau in the same universe, and he set that shit up as an option to lose that battle so he can go work for the Adjustment Bureau?
We're not going there, man. I started saying some shit like, so what if Avon had them come down and was like, yo, Stringer Bell gonna set you, so you need to do this with Brother Muhammad. Like, was that his name, Brother Muhammad, whoever old buddy was?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Hey, they carried the body. Yeah. We'll get off subject though, man. Shout out to I got an issue with this, Clyde. I'll tell them to do this when I'm about to say, shout out to anybody who was checking us out. We recorded this. We're not live. So my bad.
You good.
Other than that, man, what we got coming up next? Uncut Ish Talk. Y'all definitely need to come through tomorrow, 9 p.m. live. Of course, we're talking Will Smith, Chris Rock. We also going to mention the Oscars as far as Samuel Jackson got his first Oscar, and so much was going on, nobody was mentioning that. Bel Air. We got to talk about Bel Air. Got to talk about Bel Air.
Yeah, because that shit's getting crazy.
Season finale, too. I don't know if anybody knew. A lot of people mad. Like, wait a minute. I don't know.
It seemed like it just started. Like,
that's what everybody's saying. It's 10 episodes, too. So, I mean, what else we going to get on? I got a couple things I'm going to get on. Lakers possibly not going to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not going to the playoffs. The NFL be in a position to have to hire minorities and women. That's a lot. We're going to get into a couple things, though. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Definitely.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
Definitely. Chris Rock. The whole thing with Chris, we're going to get into it, man, because I'm getting tired of it. It was so traumatic. Like, no, Chris Rock should be the one feeling traumatic. All you other nobody was feeling traumatic when all this police brutality, people getting dying on camera, y'all.
And I think Chris Rock going on tour, ain't he? You got the ego breakdown something tour.
And he just did something where they heard him talking about a little bit of it, basically saying he gonna get on it, but when he talk about it, it's gonna be serious and it's gonna be funny. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild. Yeah. I know he's gonna have some shit about this.
Yeah, we're gonna get on it though, man. Is they gonna try to cancel Will Smith? Like, we gonna get on all of it. Man, Jada, do we need to talk about Jada to blame?
My thing is, how you gonna try to cancel Will Smith for doing this, but you got all these producers doing this human trafficking shit?
Bro, we're gonna talk about all of it. We're gonna get on all of it. Cancel Will Smith. Y'all tripping.
Yeah. We ain't gonna cancel him.
Hell no. Not in this lifetime. And I feel like, honestly, if you ask Chris Rock, he would say no.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Especially the success that Bel Air got.
And this helped this episode too a lot more. I even said that Will Smith has some writing in this a lot more than we think, especially with all the anger that this character Will that's playing him got built up instead of the original one. I'm telling you. I said, we're going to talk about...
My fault, yeah. I'll save it.
Yeah, we're going to save it, bro. We have to talk, because I'm ready to talk about it. I'm telling you, bro. I done wrote notes, well, not wrote, but put shit in my phone. I'm telling you. Preston hit me up too, man. But I know he said he got the basketball shit going on. I told him he wanted to come through, but I told him even if he resting or whatnot, come through in the comments.
Oh yeah,
come through and leave his comment opinion in the comments.
Yeah,
I hope he comes through doing though. I definitely want to hear his opinion.
Bro, about to get. I think he about to have him a podcast popping off too pretty soon.
Man, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
all for it. Everybody.
That's gonna be fly.
All right, bro. Let me get off here, man. Get prepared to do this other thing. I appreciate you coming through and, like I said, put me on game. Once again, anybody who has not seen the Adjustment Bureau, you definitely should give it a shot. It's something different if you haven't seen it, and if you have seen it, put me a little bit more on game, like Clyde did, as far as the info and certain things I didn't catch. And let me know if y'all feel like this should get a prequel or a sequel if you have seen it. Other than that, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you come through tomorrow night. New episode of Uncut Ish Talk. We talking about everything, man. Make sure you come through and check us out.
It's gonna be a
Other
banger.
than that, man, shout out to everybody who's been leaving comments in the comment section. I do appreciate everybody who's taking the time just to watch us do what we do. I do appreciate it, man. Other than that, man, we out.
Peace.
So from here on out, I don't want to hear anything else about kilos or prices. Y'all want to go out on your own? Fine. But do not for 1 second fuck around with what I got to do to get mine. Because I promise you, there is nothing I'm not prepared to do.